Hey everybody, my name is Ed. Okay, today we're going to have a trade review, and today's trade is going to be Vision Volume 1, Little Worse Than a Man, written by Tom King and the artist by Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Heard a lot of people talking about this comic when it was coming out in single issues, so it's one of those things I figured one of these days I had to get around to reading, and I'm actually pretty glad I did. Vision's a character that's been around for a long while, and they've kind of taken the character in many different directions. At first, he's supposed to be this android. Well, just in a nutshell, he was this android who was built by this other evil android to kill the Avengers. The Vision has a change of heart, and he joins the Avengers, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's pretty much close to what they did in the movie as well. Over the years in the comics, they've taken him in this direction and that direction. At first, they were saying he was a synthoid. He's really a man. He's just made out of synthetic parts. Then they played it more up that he's an android. Sometimes they made him, giving him more and more human emotions. Then you've had things where they've taken that away and just made him a very emotionless robot man type character. I think Steve Englehart back in the in the 70s and 80s tried to make him more and more man. He had him marry the Scarlet Witch and whatnot. John Byrne took over the Avengers West Coast, I think it was, and he kind of got rid of that, got rid of the marriage, got rid of the Vision's human emotions, things like that. They've had things in the past where they established that his body was really the body of the original Human Torch, the android character from the 40s, but then that's been, retconned out again. Well, actually, making him the Human Torch was the first retcon, and then saying he's not kind of undid it. But yeah, so I think he was a character that was, one of the more popular Avengers characters, like I said, back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, late 60s, 70s, and 80s. I don't know if he has that same sort of connection with today's fans or not. But anyway, yeah, the premise of this particular comic is that the Vision has created an actual android family for himself, and they live in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., and their main thing is trying to kind of fit in and be a normal family, and their struggles within doing that. I'm not giving too much away here, where I say in the first chapter, or the first issue, the Vision at one point has gone away. He's just doing business or whatever, and a supervillain attacks. And the Vision's wife basically kills him. And instead of telling the Vision or telling the cops or whatever, she buries him in the backyard. She doesn't want anybody to know because she figures that's going to shatter the normal life that they were trying to build. And I'd say that's the big kind of mystery that's hanging over everything. But meanwhile, I think the comic book really touches on, it's really about things like, family responsibility, assimilation, what does it mean to be normal. There's a lot of scenes where the Vision's family do things just because they think that's what normal people do. It's not that they need to do these things or have to do them, but they think normal people do these things, so we'll do them, We have dinner and talk about our day because that's what normal people do. We'll send the android kids to school because teenagers have to go to school, and so on and so forth. And like I said, it's really about their struggles to maintain that and achieve that idea, and how they may or may not be succeeding or failing at that. I thought this was a really, really solid comic book. I thought the writing was good. I found myself relating to the Vision and his wife in the ways, well, his wife too, but the Vision in ways I didn't when I was younger. When I was younger, he was just kind of this cool superhero character. He had a unique look. He had that collar. He had cool superpowers. And I just liked him on that level. But in this, you actually relate to him, or at least I did, as a man who has kind of, responsibilities, family responsibilities, going through his own little internal struggles beyond just, stereotypical angsty superhero stuff that soap opera superhero stuff that you would get in a lot of other comics. And I think Tom King did a good job of also for characters that are supposed to be kind of emotionless, giving them actual feelings. You really do see the Vision and his wife, and again, the kids, people trying to maintain this calm exterior, but they obviously have emotions that are just bubbling underneath the surface. I also like the art here. It's not super flashy, super slick, or anything like that, but it's very solid. I think you've got some good storytelling, good layouts, and it's got enough personality and just enough style to kind of draw me in. So I don't want to show too much away, give too much away. But yeah, really interesting comic. And it's kind of, and I'll even say this, it's kind of mature. Like I said, it's mature on a level that you're not normally getting in mainstream superhero comics, and it's mature in the sense, like I said, it's about characters dealing with like family issues and issues of responsibility, and things that mature people have to deal with. So, okay, I guess that's it. Like I said, short review this time. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good day.